Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Yinzer on Hockey. So, I've been kind of putting this video off for a little bit, trying to figure out where exactly I fell in this prediction, and still not 100% sure that I know exactly where I fall in this prediction, because these two teams, I think, match up very well. Of course, I'm talking about the Vegas Golden Knights and the Washington Capitals in the 2018 Stanley Cup Finals. And I was, kicking around the ideas of what I thought was going to be key factors and who I thought was going to win for whatever reason. And my prediction and my conclusion that I've come to is the Washington Capitals will win the Stanley Cup in 6 games. I love the story that Vegas has given us this year. It's obviously been an amazing run that they've went on with a lot of bottom tier guys on other franchises that have kind of risen to the spotlight in the roles that they've been placed in with the Washington Capitals, or with the Vegas Golden Knights. So I think that is that's kind of the story that they have created for themselves, is that they were not wanted on their previous franchises, so they're playing with this chip on their shoulder, and it's fine that that's what they're utilizing to have the success that they're having, but in a way it's kind of a false narrative that, they were on an NHL roster, therefore they were meant to be in the NHL. Maybe they weren't meant to be in the roles that they were in with their previous franchise, but they were meant to be in the NHL, and they are now just in a more prolific role with the Vegas Golden Knights, and that's fine. If that's the narrative that they're running with, and that's the narrative that they have sold to themselves, and that's fine. But I think in this series, I think the Washington Capitals have the edge based on a total team concept. I think they play a total team defense. I think they're getting production up and down their lineup. They're being carried a little bit by Alexander Ovechkin, but if you look in Game 6, Ovechkin led with physicality but didn't lead on the score sheet, so maybe he's not entirely relied upon to get the point production value, and he can just lead with his vocality, with his physicality, and with his determination on the ice. And I think that's been a key to the Washington Capitals this year versus many of the other teams they've had in years past. With Vegas, they play a speed game. They like to get fast in on the puck, and they like to use their speed to create mismatches. The issue with that for me is that's the same style of hockey that the Penguins have played for the past 2 years. That's the same style of hockey that the Tampa Bay Lightning were famous for this year, is playing with speed and playing with possession, and Washington has been able to neutralize possession-based hockey teams and force them to be a more chip-and-chase physical style hockey team, and I don't know that Vegas can match the physicality of the Washington Capitals, and I think that is the reason that the Washington Capitals will win this series in 6 games. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who are you predicting to win the Stanley Cup? Who's your Conn Smythe finalist? And in how many games? I'm anxious to hear. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're just passing through. There's a link to Patreon and Discord below if you'd like to join me there for more hockey conversation, and we'll see you next time.